Hey, dudes. Get in. What's up, dude? Hey.
Weeks down and drowned myself in whiskey. Came back round and drowned out.
We started out just writing music for ourselves, mostly as an expression, and it's morphed and changed as the years have gone by. At this point, we kind of look at it as a collaboration almost between us and the people who are willing to listen.
With producing, it's the decisions that we make during the process that contribute themselves to one emotion or general vibe that we want to craft with that song.
Even in the production stage, when you are figuring out where you want to place the instruments within the listener's ears and how to place them, it's an exciting thing for me to recreate that full live sound.
That's exactly something that gets lost, I think, in a lot of lesser audio systems. In this car, we've actually got advanced staging technology, which allows us to place in the stage all the instruments as they were meant to be heard, which really makes you feel like you're there in the front row.
Oh, what's up, Alex?
Hey, how you doing?
Jake. The song takes on a whole different value when you've recorded it. It's like hearing the song for the first time again. After our first recording session, our producer is like, all right, now this is the most close that you're ever going to be to these songs, because once you put these out, they become everybody else's. So we want people to listen to them with good speakers. So when they're theirs, they'll be as satisfied with it as we were when we were the most happy and the most close to them.
When I'm creating a system for a car, I need to hold together everything that any recording artist has done, so that no matter what you play through that system, it sounds as much like it did in the studio as it did when the artists were making all those decisions. So our Centerpoint surround technology uses an advanced algorithm to convert your stereo music to a surround sound experience. And then Surround Stage takes that and routes it wherever we want. So no matter where you're sitting, you'll get a great performance.
Every seat? Can you prove it? That was awesome.
Still sick. My blinker on just to indicate that I am turning.
At the end of the day, really the point is for us to be able to present the music the way that you guys want it to be presented. If you work so hard on something and you put so much effort and emotion into trying to get it right, you don't want that to be lost when somebody listens to it.
Because we were graduating high school and like leaving a significant part of our childhood behind, and the Halo Klein was a pretty vivid representation of the fact that that doesn't really exist. It's just kind of an illusion, this adulthood or growing up. The song itself was very visceral and like raw. That sounds awesome.
Yeah, especially engineered to fit directly into the headrest.
It's crazy. It doesn't even sound like it's coming from the headrest.
That's probably the true space signal processing. It helps improve the feeling of ambience and stage presence.
He's reading it off the website.
It helps deliver the same sense of spaciousness you'd find in a concert hall, right from your seat.
That's dope. I think for us, it's a bit deeper than just passion in terms of our jobs as musicians and as songwriters. It's more than just wanting to do it. It's the feeling that we need to be doing this right now.
Something that I notice about the culture at Bose, specifically the engineers that work there, a lot of them are musicians themselves, so they have this understanding of what a musician is trying to do when they're creating something.
I felt the same thing in the studio that I felt today, like when we were driving around in the car and you were talking about all this crazy stuff about speakers and electronics and whatnot. In both fields, they allow like true creative process to happen.
Yeah. Good. Mark.
We had written Tuesday. It's not even a month old. Your favorite song is always the newest song you write. It was a pretty easy choice, I think, for us to decide that, it was a good fit acoustically, it was a good fit for the vibe, and it's just a fun song to play.
Sometimes I call it Tuesday. Sometimes I call it the best day of my life. Maybe that was Friday. Making conversation with a box of wine. Oh no, I'll only call you when I'm drunk.
For me too, that's like a good test of the song. Like, if a song could still be stripped down and just played with acoustic instruments, and if it still sounds good, then it's a good song.
Yeah, and if it's on a beautiful rooftop in downtown LA, what else can you ask for?
My friend said we are the lucky ones in terms of our relationship. Alcohol, big Tennessee.
Our goal is to keep it as original as possible, and that's something that we're very passionate about, is making sure that we can be as original and creative and personable as possible.
Times I call it Tuesday.
We definitely love doing this. There's a lot of joy in it.
I am doing fine. Sometimes I call it Tuesday. Sometimes the best day of my life. Sometimes the best day of my life. Sometimes the best day of my life. Sometimes the best day of my life.